This has massive implications on the Lakers' future as a new report reveals exactly what the Lakers want to do to build this team up this offseason, but also how they want to build the team for years to come. We're going to talk about what this report is, the implication it has on the Lakers, and how they will construct this roster for years to come. And welcome to Lakers Digest, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. I know it's the offseason, but we're not taking off here, guys, as there's a lot of work that needs to be done in order to get the Lakers back to their championship pedigree. So we're going to talk about all those moves, including this one today. So if you are not subscribed, because 76% of you guys aren't, click that subscribe button to keep up with everything, because, guys, we are going to be working around the clock, and everything that you're not going to hear on ESPN, all these big platforms, you're going to hear it here, because we really focus specifically on the Los Angeles Lakers, as you can probably tell by my background and this channel. So let's get into it, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer. All in on Luka, which that's not a surprise that the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be all in on the guy who they just gave away a future Hall of Famer and a starting caliber player and draft capital to get, of course, in order to bring Luka Doncic to wearing the purple and gold here in Los Angeles. But this new report, guys, that is out here does dig a little bit deeper into what the Lakers are thinking in terms of their plans for Luka. This is what Tim McMenamin said on ESPN, saying, quote, he, referring to Luka, is fully committed to the Lakers. His goal now is to win championships with that franchise. So, of course, guys, we know the Lakers clearly want Luka Doncic. That's why you trade for him. But Luka, this was a guy who wanted, and he said it, he wanted to play and finish his career with one team, and that was the team that drafted him in the Dallas Mavericks. Now, that didn't happen as he got moved in February to play for the Lakers. We all know this. But what we didn't exactly know, per se, was what Luka's mindset was. And again, according to this report, Luka is fully committed. And when you say win championships, that's plural, right? So that means that Luka wants to be here for the long haul. And so him not only being all in on the Lakers, yes, the Lakers being all in on him, this is someone who wants to now play his career, in his prime years here in Los Angeles, which, of course, is going to make Laker fans happy. And on top of that, too, guys, let's look at this fun little picture we got here. Let's see if this angle's a little bit better. Luka, JJ, Redick, and Rob Pelinka were seen just a couple of days ago. I believe this was on Saturday, getting dinner and leaving a restaurant here in Los Angeles. Looks like they were discussing some sort of business. I guess the paparazzi out there in LA, as a whole lot of them were catching these guys at a restaurant. I believe they said, I saw another report that I didn't get a screen grab of, that Luka's business manager was also there as well. So, immediately after the season, there's immediately, your star, your franchise player, your head coach, and your general manager all trying to get on the same page of how to attack the offseason. To me, I love that. In that video, you also see, I believe it's JJ, if I'm not mistaken, or even Rob. All of them are holding like paperwork, so clearly they were going over some stuff, whether it was contracts, whether it was moves to make this offseason, a little bit of both, over some chicken parm or something like that. Who knows? But it is definitely promising for Laker fans to see that these guys are getting to work immediately before they really get into the thick of things in the off season here. So it's going to bring us to our next point, guys, because Luka wants to be here. The Lakers want him. How does it work? Deal or what deal? I don't know if you guys know the show Deal or No Deal. It seems like a deal is going to be struck at some point here between the Lakers and Luka. More so the question is, when and how does that happen? And looking at what Luka Doncic was able to do for the Los Angeles Lakers, this was him throughout the entire season, but the numbers are pretty similar. 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. The shooting numbers here, 45 from the field, 37 from 3. Everything what Luka does to make himself and his teammates better. That is the type of franchise player, because he does that every single season. In fact, I think he could even put up better numbers with a full season under JJ Redick and, not having to change locations as well. It was a weird year for Luka. Had the injury with the calf as well as, of course, changing teams. So now a full steady offseason I think is going to help Luka Doncic out a lot. But let's get into the numbers here, guys, because This is the report out here from The Athletic, what the Lakers are willing to offer Luka Doncic. They're willing to offer him any contract structure he wants. We actually did make a separate video on this, guys, so check that out on our channel if you haven't already. But he is eligible for a 4-year, $229 million extension. Of course, that number could have been much higher, I believe north of $300 million had he stayed with the Dallas Mavericks, but of course he did not because he got traded, but the Lakers cannot currently offer him as much. Or here are some of his other options as well. He can also decide to sign a 3-year deal worth $165 million with a player option. The reason why you do that, because Luka Doncic, at the end of that deal in his 10th year, he would be hit that 10-year tenure mark. The 10-year tenure mark, God, that's a tongue twister. Which means that he's eligible for a lot more money, basically, guys. When you hit 10 years, you hit like your pension for the NBA, so you're eligible for a lot more money after that 10th year. Not that he'd be on pension. I don't think he's retiring. He's not pulling a Joe Harris, hopefully not, but he'll be eligible for that 5-year, $418 million contract extension, which would probably, at that point, I assume, make him the highest paid player in the NBA. Or he can opt out in 2026, which is, next year is technically a contract year for Luka, and he can sign for 5 years, $296 million. So, basically, guys, to break that all down, if Luka Doncic wants, after August 2nd this year, he can sign for as much as that number up top, 4 years, $229 million. He can also wait an offseason and then sign for 5 years, $296 million. Or what I think is probably going to happen, if the report is true, guys, that the Lakers are willing to offer Luka anything he wants, that middle alternative is the smartest one. You're kind of betting on yourself, of course, but at the end of that 3-year deal, Luka's going to be, 29 years old, still in his prime? Yeah, you're going to want to sign that 5-year, $418 million extension in 2028. That way, Luka Doncic can really cash out the most there. And on top of that as well, get the long-term stability. And, of course, good news for Laker fans is to finish his career in the purple and gold, at least, those glory years. And hopefully, like that first report said, guys, from Tim McMenamin here, win championships, plural, with the Los Angeles Lakers. So, looking at Luka Doncic's current contract right now for you guys here, he, again, last guaranteed deal here for next season is going to be about $46 million, and then that's where the player option comes in there. And, of course, guys, the Lakers are going to have to build this out a little bit here, as after the 2025-2026 season, guys, no one is guaranteed under contract for the Lakers right now. Luka Doncic has the player option. Austin has his. Jared Vanderbilt, Shake Milton, which is an odd one, but who knows if he'll be on the team, as well as Brian James, Dalton Knecht, and Jared Vanderbilt are the only guys that are going to be guaranteed on the roster at that point. Although, LeBron James, he's in the 1-and-1s. Will he retire by 2026? Who knows? Finney Smith, Hachimura, Austin Reaves, do those guys get extensions? That's also a question to be had. So there's a lot to uncover here. It's going to be very interesting how the Lakers build out this roster and how they handle the Luka Doncic contract. But it is good to know, guys, that the Los Angeles Lakers are, in fact, all in on Luka Doncic. And if you've watched all the way through this video and you are not subscribed, because a lot of you guys aren't, 76% are not subscribed, click that subscribe button, because we are all in here on Lakers Digest. If you want to be all in with us as we are trying to reach 20,000 subscribers, hop on the bandwagon before it's too late, because I promise you guys, we're going to be covering every single angle surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here on Lakers Digest.